Hello guys, nice to meet you. So today I'm going to introduce you a Metriker project. It's an analytical project which is dedicated on analyzing, reporting, and building various data from different data sets. I'm going to explain you why it could be useful for you personally or maybe for your business. So let's start with this. It should be interesting. So imagine the situation that you are working in some analytical company or department. For example, it could be a department of World Health Organizations. It's a huge, important organization, especially nowadays due to the pandemic. And you are an analyst there, which works with data, analyze it, build some trends, then report the trends to the bosses, to reporters, to some other companies, whatever. This is a really interesting work, but actually you spend only some percentage, maybe 50 or 60% of your time on this work. And another, you are searching for how you can visualize it, build it, and report it, your data. So it's lots of tools which can do it, but almost all of them have different bottlenecks. For example, some of tools have slow visualizations, other ones have a really difficult configuration and you need to be an expert in this. Other ones require from you programming skills. Some other tools are really expensive or haven't good reporting system or even analyzing system. And this is project, it's attempt to fix all these issues, all these bottlenecks, and propose some simple solution which could be used by everyone without special skills. And you can choose which parts of this application you want to use and how it could be helpful personally for you. So let's start. Basically, first part here, it's a dashboard which built of separate modular widgets. Every widget here, it's a modular visualization or combination of visualization. It could be some KPI with basic data. It could be a high-performance table, which represents different data by countries. In this case, it's COVID data, and you can analyze it. It could be some kind of trend charts with different windows, even 3D charts built on WebGL. Or 3JS-based framework, so it should be really fast. Or it could be even a mixed of visualizations, like, for example, here you can see leaflet plus donut canvas-based visualizations built on top of this. So first part of this service, it's actually builder of visualization. It's only in production state now. It's like a prototype, but further you will see more options here, which allows you to choose widgets, to build them, to combine them, and to easily create different visualizations based on your needs, based on your data set. Okay, let's imagine that you create your visualization, you configure it, you change some parameters, you choose your country, for example, Australia. Here, you choose something here, which is really interesting to you. And then next question, you want to report it. You want to share it with other persons. How can you do it? Okay, here we have a special options for this. It's a report builder. So we press on build, and what we actually can see here, we see a template of PDF pages with defined layouts. These layouts are configurable, so you can configure text parts, you can configure widget parts, and this is one of the most interesting stuff. All widgets that you build on dashboard, you can see here. So here I have a configured layout with 2 pages with different representation of widgets and text. And let's see how we can use it. First of all widgets automatically added to this list. And here we can choose them, drag and visualize how we want to see them in our report. Let's assume that we want to see, for example, what trend for some certain countries. So we visualize our trend here. We still have ability to configure it, to add some dynamic. We can choose Australia again. We can see that based on our configurable data model. The name of this visualization already here. We can change it if we want, or can leave it as it is. Then we can place a description of this visualization. It's our main direct analytical work. We can do it by ourselves by writing something. It's easy to do. But here we can see the special toolbox which can help you. And here's the third part of Metriker project, which will be developed in future. It's analyzer component. So basically what it do, it brings your data and analyze it for some certain criteria. So for example, it could be some ranges, some trends, peaks, even some prediction analysis. Algorithms could be added on both front-end and back-end side. And you can use it to get some first insights, which you can then add something to these insights or leave as it is. So here we have this block, which is associated with this visualization. We can press Analyze, and here we can see some analysis for this block. So for example, we can see some calculations of whether the country already passed the peak of epidemic or no. We can see the recovery rates, we can see the pandemic speed increasing or decreasing, whatever. So for example, we can see that Ukraine passed the highest peak 22 days ago, and the algorithm calculates that the plot already passed and Ukraine becomes slowly and slowly the rate of illness is decreasing. Also, we can add some description for our report. So it also could be done by special, we can write it by our hands, or we can add it by special menu. So from our data model, we can press it and see the header which describe our report. Let's move to the next sections. So for example, here we want to see the list of all countries. Again, we have the automatically assigned description based on data model. We have our list of countries, and here we could do the same. So we can press Analyzer, and now this analyzer is merged together with these widgets and with this data structure. So here we can see, for example, some countries with highest pandemic rate. Interesting stuff here is, for example, MS Zandam. It's actually not a country, it's a cruise liner. And it's have a really high death illness rate of COVID-19. And we can see some other parameters here. Okay, let's go to our next page. Here we can add some name for our second page of our report. COVID-19 reports part 2. Automatical formatting is applied. And here you can see the big block, which is really good for map. So we can drag map here. We see that it's map with also added donut here. It's donut Y visualization, which represents infected cases, death cases, and recovered cases. And we can do same here. So I associate this block with map. We can add analyzer, and here we can see some example of predictable analysis. So we can see how many cases will be till the May 25th, how many death cases will be till May 29th, and how many recovered cases will be till May 28th. It could be recalculated for different dates and for different type of cases. And finally, let's add some 3D stuff here. So this visualization shows us the place of country by 3 parameters, like confirmed cases, death cases, and recovered cases, and its change for the last 10 days. So we can see that absolute leader for a long time is United States, Brazil on a second place for last 3 days. Until that period, Russia will be on third place, and now it's replaced for third one, and all other statistics. Okay, so now we can see that our report is finished, and what we can do next. Next, we can actually print it. So it's one of possible options. We press print, and here we can see a nice PDF document, which is ready, which could be post-producted, some watermarks, some signs, pages, whatever could be added. And basically it's a ready document for printing, for sharing, for all needs that you are going to use it. Also, reverse operation will be also possible. So if you have a document in such format, it's possible to parse that document and create widgets, interactive widgets based on it, which is also could be really useful. So to summarize, all functional parts of Metriker project, you can build highly interactive visualizations. They can communicate between each other. You can create reports based on that visualization. You can add some analytic based on analyzer model. And you can create a nice report, parse, and also do a reverse operation to parse that report. Visualization could be highly performant because of WebGL and web workers usage. And you can use different data sets which you want to analyze. So this is a prototype. Lots of features will be added later, but hope you will be interested to play with this. And some another features is that you can see here, which could be useful for you. It's styling change. So you can use nice dark mode or light mode. And also you can see the explanation video here. So you can check it here on YouTube or on my Twitter. Thank you for your attention and have a great day. Bye.